Welcome back to MJL 3764, collecting Elvis on vinyl. Today I thought we'd take a look at some more compilation albums. As you probably know, there are masses of Elvis compilation albums out there. We're going to concentrate on ones from the 70s, the 80s and the 90s. Because after that, once public domain came into force, you can literally buy an Elvis album a week now. At the moment, a compilation album with varying degrees of quality. Let's take a look at the first one up. And this is Elvis Presley Sings Leiber and Stoller. This came out in 1980 and reached number 32 in the UK album chart. It's a UK release. Nice picture on the front. Backside looks like that, with information, and it's 20 tracks, all written by the duo Leiber and Stoller. Now, a lot of people think this is it. They wrote 20 tracks for Elvis, but it's not so. They actually wrote 24 tracks for Elvis, so there's 4 tracks missing from this album, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe they could have squeezed a few more on, but 10 tracks each side's not bad going. It's on the green RCA International label. So it was issued in 1980. It was issued again in 1982. You can notice that copy by mono here, even though some of the tracks are mono, and it does say mono on the back of the jacket, but some of the tracks are actually stereo as well, if my memory serves me well. But that will be the difference in the 80 and the 1982 release. It was also issued on the new German black around 83, 84. Very good release. Let's take a look at the songs again. I'm going to pause that. If you know which 4 songs are missing. Anybody know? Hands up. Can't see you. Right, the 4 tracks missing. Well, they can be forgiven for one actually, because this compilation came out in 1980. You're the Boss, Elvis and Anne Margaret. That wasn't issued yet until 91, I believe. Off the top of my head, 91, Collector's Gold, You're the Boss first come out. So that wasn't even out at the time. Not issued anyway. 2 tracks from the Raised on Rock album are not on here. 3 Corn Patches, which comes in for a lot of criticism. And If You Don't Come Back. So whoever compiled this album didn't like the Raised on Rock album. They're not featured. And She's Not You, which was written by Leiber and Stoller, but also by Doc Pomus. He gets a writing credit on there, who normally obviously writes with Mort Schumann, but maybe Mort Schumann was out of town that day. But that's credited to Leiber, Stoller and Pomus. She's Not You. So maybe that could have been included on here as well. But as you can see, great tracks. Hound Dog, I Want to Be Free, Jailhouse Rock. Brilliant tracks. Trouble, King Creole. An excellent compilation, that one. Another UK release in 1974 was Elvis Hits of the 70s. This was a 12 tracker, and this was available in a laminate and a matte cover. This is my preferred laminate, both sides. That's what the back cover looks like, with ads for other Elvis albums. So this features 12 tracks. This is in mono and stereo, a mix of both. All absolutely stellar tracks. Now this came out just after the Elvis 40 Greatest album. Probably to capitalise on that. And also after the buyout, as we all know. Elvis didn't receive a penny for any of these compilations, having sold the rights. There's only one track which doubles up, and that's There Goes My Everything. That's on Elvis 40 Greatest, and it's also on Hits of the 70s. Why The Wonder of You or Always on My Mind wasn't on this album, I don't know. If you look at the last couple of tracks, they're sort of running in chronological order, and then you get Oh Suspicious Minds, There Goes My Everything, and then they revert back to a hit a year before, Don't Cry Daddy. So it's as though they sort of run out of tracks. They didn't know what to put as the last track, but they could have always put The Wonder of You on there, or Always on My Mind, or Burning Love. Always a strange one for me, that one, why they did that. But There Goes My Everything is the only track which repeats. First copy, 74, was on the orange RCA. It was issued again in 79 and 1982 on the blue Elvis label. This is the matte cover. And there's the blue Elvis label. This is the 1982 press. The 1979 press has tracks above the spindle hole as well as below. The 1982 press has got them just below the spindle hole. That's how you can tell the difference between them two releases. This was also given the FTD treatment, so it is out on CD. Double CD, they've beefed up all the tracks, made it a really good compilation. And there's the tracks. I'll let you pause that. It's only when you listen to this CD or the Essential 70s Masters Disc 1 and 2 that you realise what a strong lot of singles Elvis released in the 1970s. Some of them weren't great big hits, but they really were a strong selection of songs, I think, A's and B sides. And there's the booklet. Click through that. Again, the normal FTD booklet, very well done. Lots of pictures, lots of information. Very fine release. Elvis Hits of the 70s. Sticking with the UK compilation albums. Another one here, Elvis In Demand. This was issued in 1977. Features 16 tracks. Single was issued from this also, which was a hit. And this album reached number 12 in the LP chart in the UK. One's got the hype sticker on the front, and there's a single, Suspicion, and the B-side was Long Lonely Highway. This album was issued 3 times, there's 3 copies here, but they're all the orange original issue from 1977. It was also issued in 1982 on the blue Elvis label, and it was also issued in 1984 on the new German black label, which I have yet to see a copy. There's no one I know that has that copy, so if anyone has that copy, please let me know, because I've never seen a copy of this on the new German black. I say this is the orange original from 77. And on the backs there's the tracks with some information about the tracks and the reason that the album was issued. I'll leave that there for you to read, and you can pause at your leisure. Again, great track listing for this. Some not so well known songs they've pulled on here, some brilliant ones as well. Tomorrow Is a Long Time, It's a Long Lonely Highway is one of my favourites. It Hurts Me, which was that version. about the Jordanaires, which I think is brilliant. Sound of Your Choir was on here, It's Only Love, Let It Be Me, High Heel Sneakers, superb compilation. That's Elvis In Demand. Let's take a look at the single. Single Suspicion is on the orange, and looks like that. And the B-side, like that. I've also got a dinked copy obviously for the jukebox. When issued in 1976, this single reached number 9 in the UK charts. This single actually preceded the album by a couple of months. Single was issued in 76, end of 76. Album was issued the beginning of 1977. Jumping forward to 1994. This one is called Elvis The Essential Collection. When issued, this reached number 6 in the UK charts. It looks like that. That nice label. Nice glossy cover. Backside looks like that. The album featured 23 tracks. Was issued on a CD. That featured an extra 5 tracks. There was 28 tracks on that one. Had an inner sleeve with it, like that. And the back side looks like that with information, etc. And this one sounds really good, very good sounding compilation, this one. There's a CD version, same sort of label on the CD as the album, and there's the tracks. I believe, see which ones are missing now. There's 5 tracks missing from here. King Creole is not on the LP, neither is Crying in the Chapel, Burning Love, Blue Suede Shoes, and another one which I can't recall at the moment. CD looks like that. Very similar to the album. Let's have another go at this now. On the CD but not on the album is Blue Suede Shoes is 1, King Creole is 2, She's Not You is 3, Crying in the Chapel is 4, and Burning Love is 5. So they're the 5 extra tracks you get on the CD, obviously omitted from the album for running times. I think we wrap this video up now. I'd just like to say Happy New Year to all my subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing, I appreciate it. Plenty more to come in the new year. Until then, just remember, while there's music, life's no waste.